Yesterday, Elon and Ro Khanna got into it. For those who don't know, everybody knows who Elon Musk is. For those who don't know who Ro Khanna is, he's one of the up-and-coming stars on the progressive left. He's a hardcore Democratic socialist. He is supporting all the worst people, Graham Plattner, etc. He's proposed a wealth tax in California, and he has ambitions for the presidency. And this guy, I'll admit, he's dangerous. He's a loon, but he's dangerous. He's wealthy. And he talks the talk. He's a great liar. And I do believe that what's happening right now is Elon has targeted him, and you guys can ask why. Is this in cahoots with Republicans or something? I don't know. But regardless, is that Elon is now completely exposing Ro Khanna, and I believe this is going to be very bad for Ro going forward. Listen to this. So Elon Musk has now come out and said he's suing Ro Khanna after Khanna said Elon needs to answer for 4.5 million kids dying because of Doge cuts. That is one of the most ridiculous numbers you'll ever see, because there's just no truth to that whatsoever. But these are the lies they're going to do. They're like, hey, you don't believe our small lies? We'll just go bigger. That's what they do. Elon says time to sue him. Reality is that money is being sent to corrupt politicians under the guise of aid. Liars and stock insider traders like Ro the Robber should be in prison. Ro the Robber. I love that. Standard applied by Doge is very simple and easy. Provide contact info for the recipients of aid so we can confirm it's not fraudulent. And here they are. But it didn't end there. Elon's doubling down. See, as Alex reports here, the real reason they're mad at Elon and Doge for shutting down USAID is this. Justice.gov. USAID official and 3 corporate execs plead guilty to decade-long bribery scheme involving over $550 million in contracts. 2 companies admit criminal liability for bribery scheme and securities fraud. Former contractor of USAID-funded program extradited to U.S., convicted and sentenced for conspiracy to obtain grant money through fraud. Former USAID employee pleads guilty to CARES Act fraud. Director on USAID project arrested for 9-year fraud scheme, all within the last year. Ooh. Correct, says Elon. Lots and lots of criminality tied to USAID, which USAID was the piggy bank for the deep state in America, the Democrat Party, the CIA, running ops on foreign soil. It was all there. Payoffs, bribes, USAID. How do we know this? Well, A, the proof is here. B, ever since USAID dried up, the DNC's broke. Elections in foreign countries, especially in the Western Hemisphere, have all the leftists have started losing. Interesting. We can already see the effects of all that money drying up. Oh, and also, it's always the worst people defending it, crying out for it. Yeah. That kind of tells you all you need to know, in my opinion. USAID, Elon says, killed millions. Well, Senator Rand Paul wrote, U.S. taxpayer money funneled through USAID and NIH funded gain-of-function research. Oh, so USAID caused COVID? Research likely caused COVID pandemic, killed millions and cost trillions. Fauci personally signed off on them, then lied to Congress. USAID money killed millions. Yeah, Elon, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. And so this is not just calling out Ro Khanna. This is also exposing USAID. Remember, Elon is the richest man in the world 2 times over now, thanks to SpaceX IPO. He also has 240 million followers. So every time Elon sets his sights on something, the world pays attention. The world gets awakened. Now, this isn't coincidence. There's no way this is coincidence. When the fraud task force is upping their arrest today, we're getting massive exposure all over the place right as we speak. The midterms election are coming up and we're finding out how crazy some of these Democrat candidates are. And he's in a spat with one of the crazies who is gaining popularity while also exposing USAID. No, I don't think any of this is coincidence. They say, Mike Solana writes, the Doge guys did not kill millions, and if you participate in popularizing this disgusting, dehumanizing lie, you're going to hell. Elon says, absolutely. This is a total lie. All Doge did was require contact with aid recipients to confirm funds were being used legitimately. Anything less than this is insane. Multiple people from USAID have been charged by the Justice Department with stealing money. Moreover, they pled guilty. And he posts the receipts. Plead guilty. There it is. Justice Department, justice.gov. So we know this is a fact. Elon's 100% right. But Ro Khanna, he's just doubling down. So now he goes after him. Ro the robber, says Elon to his 240 million followers. Katie Miller wrote, Ro's the #1 stock trader in Congress. This guy is a total fraud, socialist. Take all their money. Meanwhile, he's worth 200 million. Last year, he reported 4,300 trades with 59 million in trade volume. That's crazy. He purchased a $9.5 million home in DC. What a total fraud. Elon continues. The robber Khanna. Elon Musk calls out Ro Khanna as his household wealth reportedly grew from roughly 26 to 46 million to an estimated 232.7 million. 630 million total trade volume across 38,666 trades. There's a nice number for you. Since entering Congress, most prolific Democratic trader in House history, even more than Nancy Pelosi. Wow, that's saying a lot. He beat drunk Pelosi. 2022 investigation found 15% overlap between legislative work and family stock holdings. Ro Khanna's AI-focused trades returned 112.1% excess over S&P 500 from January 24 to April 26, far beating Nancy Pelosi's 38.5% outperformance. Wonder why? You know that Ro Khanna's district is the Silicon Valley district, the #1? You think he's got inside information? I would say so. 143% return on NVIDIA shares bought via wife's trust in February 24, right before the CHIPS Act helped double the stock. Nice timing there, Ro. Well done. Ro the robber Khanna seems to be the most active insider trader in Congress. Man, I think this guy is going to go down soon, and we'll be very excited to see that. This guy is nuts. Oh, yeah, but he's the man of the people. Tax the billionaires. Meanwhile, he is just, he's a quarter of the way there himself. Soon he'll be taxed to trillionaires once he passes $1 billion with all these trades he's making. Elon, though, calls him out here. Oh, look at this. Khan out here screaming. Now he's freaking out, trying to backtrack after Elon threatened to sue him. Debate me instead of threatening lawfare. Okay, Ro. By the way, I'm just going to play this for 1 second. So in case you've never seen Ro Khanna talk, you want to see the douchiest of douchebags? This guy is awful. Listen to this voice.
Today, Elon Musk threatened to sue me, and he called on the Justice Department to put me in prison. That's right. The world's richest person has spent all...
I cannot stand this man. This is one of the main people I want to see go down and go down hard. So with all this going on, Elon posts, he's a Soros puppet. What? Elon Musk just told his 240 million followers that Ro Khanna's a Soros puppet. You think Elon knows? Guess who sees every message on X, has access to all of them? Every private message on X. I think Elon knows something. It was Soros who funded the bogus study in the Lancet, told his minions to parrot it nonstop. Wow. He's going for it. Bad Elmray writes, Ro Khanna's father-in-law, Monte Ahuja, made his fortune by acquiring competitors, liquidating their assets, closing facilities, and firing workers. But I thought you were the great democratic socialist. Instead, your father was a venture capitalist, just buying up businesses and shutting them down. That's pretty awful. A month before Christmas, Ahuja shut down Pittsburgh facility and fired 136 workers. For every displaced American family thrown onto unemployment, Ro's family got richer. Ro enjoys the wealth of his robber baron father-in-law and wife, so he won't go after them. Transtar Industries closed McKees Rock's facility. Man, Ro, you're not the great man you bring yourself to be. Not for the people, are you? Well, my hope is that this guy gets absolutely destroyed. Now, he won't get voted out. He's a Democrat in a California safe district. So we're not getting rid of him anytime soon. Unless crime is attached to him, unless he's attacked for fraud by the Justice Department. This is the kind of things we can hope for. I'm telling you, if there's smoke, there's fire, and there's going to be a lot more here. So why is Elon bringing him to the front? Well, for one thing, Ro Khanna is trying to run for president, and he's positioning himself. And he's one of the voices of the new Democratic Party, the far left party that they've become. He's one of their main voices, one of their stars. So you take him down, you also hurt the whole party. That is the big game here. That's what's really going on, because Republicans smell blood in the water thanks to these other crazies they're running, including Graham Plattner, who, as he's being exposed, has now fallen. For the first time since March, Collins is now projected to win Maine Senate seat. That's amazing, by 57%. Collins is gaining steam, and this is a big deal because Plattner is one of their new stars. Even though they're scared of him, even though he's got a bad juju behind him, he does inspire a lot of passion from their base, so they really want Plattner to win. Also, I'm not a fan of Susan Collins, but as I often say, a rhino is still better than a Democrat. And if they can't beat Maine, they don't win the Senate. They have no chance at the Senate. Even if they won Maine, they still have a very low chance of the Senate. But without Maine, it's impossible, because it shows you that the blue wave's not coming. And this is a big deal. Again, blood in the water. The Republicans are starting to gain traction. Without Maine, Democrats essentially have no viable path to the Senate. If things stay the way they are, upper chamber will not, no doubt, be in GOP hands for another 2 years. And it keeps getting worse. Look at this stuff. Texas Democrat Bobby Polito brought a registered sex offender with him to perform in front of children at Texas middle school. Polito's friend had finished a 4-year prison sentence for indecent sexual contact with an 8-year-old. You know, they used to get away with this stuff. They can't do it anymore. It's bad. And you got to see how bad it is that even Axios is reporting it. Left Wing magazine. Bobby Polito headline school benefit registered sex offender. This kid out there, guys, this is the kind of stuff killing them. Their candidates are terrible. It's coming out on Ruben Gallego, who's now being outed for campaign finance fraud, as he uses campaign finance funds to go to Disneyland and the Super Bowl with his family. And now he claims he's everyone else with kids. This guy is also very closely attached to Eric Swalwell, who was just taken out in the California gubernatorial race for being a sex abuser. Crazy guy. Gross, man. All kinds of gross stuff coming out. Gallego, also future star of the Democrats. This is not good for them. As they want you to believe there's going to be a blue wave, but all this just keeps coming out. It gets crazier and crazier. Like Tallarico. This guy is insane. And the more we learn about him, the more it's clear he has no shot in Texas. Can you believe they ran this guy in Texas? This just tells you how deluded they are, that they think somebody like this can win. And which, by the way, is on our side, because they're so stinking delusional by thinking somebody like this can win, that they're outing themselves and making it much harder on themselves. Listen to this.
Yeah, and that's, I always think of myself as a Christian who hates Christianity, yep. Right?
A Christian who hates Christianity. Ask yourself how that works.
Like, I always get drawn back into it.
What a loser. This is the new Democratic Party, guys, and we got to keep outing them, showing people who they really are, and people will reject them. This is why we have a great chance at the midterms, even in a situation and a historical trend where the president tends not to do well. But we can win bigly because these guys are total frauds. And one way or the other, this is getting built up. What Elon's doing is important. It's exposing the guys at the top while the guys at the bottom get worse and worse. And from coming at it from both angles, you can absolutely watch the Democratic Party just fizzle out. Yet again, another reason why I'm very hopeful about the future as the Democratic Party continues to implode on itself, thanks to, in no large part, to the Elon factor taking over X or Twitter and making it X. And now the information gets out there and they can't hide from it anymore, which is very, very good for all of us.